Hey guys, my name is Tiades, and today I am going to be talking about a pretty controversial topic, cristali. So this user traces art and animation to pass them off as their own. As a Psy user and someone who has used a macro before, I have some good evidence on this. But because my computer hates me, I can't screen record, so I'll just have to take screenshots. Now most people will point out the constant zooming in to a point where it will be impossible to draw with as good proportions. There's actually a very funny video I found called the Cristali Challenge, and it is amazing. I'll leave a link in the description. Anyway, I'm not going to be talking too much about that. Basically, you can draw in one color, then turn it white, then color on top, making it look like you drew it. I'll put a little picture of the button. Instead, I'm going to talk about their second speed paint and be debunking some other theories. First of all, this speed paint uses a mouse macro, I can English. The user Fran explains this really good, so I'll leave a link to her video below. Either way, I'll try my best. One of the main giveaways that this is a macro is how choppy the lines are. If you don't know what a macro does, it basically records the movements and clicks of the mouse, meaning you can draw something in a canvas, delete the drawing, and play back the macro. This makes the art look like it's being drawn. There are three main ways to tell if a macro is being used. If you've ever used a macro before, it becomes more and more easy to tell. The first and most obvious clue is the stiff robotic strokes and movements. This happens because, depending on the software, the mouse will take the shortest path from one place to the next. So, though the lines will curve, the mouse will most likely make small, short, straight movements. More expensive programs have a better stiffener, so this doesn't happen. Usually it doesn't matter if this happens, because macros are usually used to click repeatedly on games, usually to soft reset. The second giveaway is the mouse jerking down or sideways. This again usually happens in cheap macros. It's mostly very small movements, so small that you have to zoom in on the picture. The next two pictures are frame by frame of their most recent speed paints. I overlaid the two images. Sorry if it's so choppy, that's Psy being Psy and the transparency tool being dumb. Again, most of the time it doesn't do anything, because though the movement is recorded, it doesn't count as a click. Just like the robotic lines, this doesn't happen in better software. The third and most difficult to spot, seriously, I spent at least 2 hours watching the video and only found it at the very end. When they are doing the drawing and the canvas is not new. This is the closest picture I could get without it being really blurry, so I circled the thing. When you make a new canvas, I took a screenshot of my Psy canvas, you can see the undo and redo button are completely blank. But in Cristali's video, the undo button is grayed out, signifying the canvas is not new. This is because when you use a macro, the recording becomes extremely hard to edit. You have to go through and edit frame by frame, so they're spending about a second erasing the canvas with this little button, making it faster to edit. I don't know why it's like this, but every macro I've ever used does this. Now to debunk some theories. A lot of people think that they green screen, but if they did, the green color on the color wheel wouldn't be there. Another is the editing. Some people say they go through and erase the drawings underneath the tracings, but this couldn't be the case. First off, if they did, the lines on the art would have little divots in them where they erased. Plus, the rate of which they put out videos would be extremely slow. With that, I'm going to end the video. I might make another one depending on how this video does. Please subscribe and leave a like.
This is Tiades, signing out. Please like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd love to talk. I hope you all have a good day.